Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Middara. It's very late, and I've already recorded a bunch, but I really want to go ahead and get this encounter done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. This particular encounter, it's a doozy. It's the game's been kind of ramping things up gradually and introducing things like the achievements, and it's already kind of hinting in the description that there's something big up ahead. And so far, the only big thing we fought is the Whopper, and since we kind of came in through the secret way, the Whopper wasn't too big of a deal. I can imagine the Whopper being a lot more difficult if you went the normal directions. Also, I accidentally cleared out Eliphie, so let's go grab her again. There you are. Alright, so our starting location is down here in the bottom right, as usual, so we'll put her here. Put you there. Get Nightingale in position. And Zeke will be in the back, of course. Okay. I think I reset everything. 3. We got 2 heal tokens. We can get another 2 at the start of this fight. We only have a little bit of damage. This haste should have been discarded. We'll just put it there for now. 3 stamina, 3 stamina, 3 stamina, and then we need to get Eliphie on the board. With her dodge token. Got a dodge token. Alright, we need to get our cave sickle. 1 through 3, and then our animate. I'm not going to even bother attempting the achievement for this one. I do know what the reward is, but it's not worth the effort in my opinion. It's just too hard. You have to end up putting yourself in a lot of danger to do it. And even with all 4 of these things attack, yeah, you can technically do it. You would have to get these guys to do their second tier, which is their range attack followed by the poison attack, and then that would be enough. But you still need enough freaking stamina to actually trigger all of them, so it's kind of a mess. Alright, reset the track. Remy goes first. And Remy is not really in the best situation to do anything right now. I mean, I can move up, but it's not going to do anything. I'll spam the stamina just to move. Get started on that, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that, I guess. And that'll be it for that. Goes to animate. Animate's fully healed. Nothing adjacent. Nothing with an SOI. And it's just going to move up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll go here, actually. And go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to attack Remy because Remy is furthest up the initiative. She'll dodge using a too many belts. Alright, nothing. Oh, I got rid of all my dice, didn't I? That's my bad. I usually drag these off before I do a clear, but I forgot. So we'll grab all that, and we can just put it down on the bottom, like so. Alright, so orange and teal. 10 is technically a hit. I have 2 armor on Remy, and this thing's going to get 1 extra damage from the shield and book combo, so it's going to do 0 damage. But it does do Chains of Perdition, so I will go ahead and spend my defensive core to dodge again. And get 2 shields, so I'm at 12 defense. Alright, this time he got 13, so it does hit. So it has 1, 2, 3 damage in total. I have 2 armor, and anytime I'm dodging, the attack will do 2 less physical damage, so I still take 0. And that's it for the animate. Goes to Zeke next. Zeke will go ahead and open things up by flipping the utility core, shuffle, draw, and then I get a free re-equip when I do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the throwing knives. From Rook, just put them in my inventory. There we go. Currently the enemy is outside SOI, so I don't really want to mess with anything like that. Let's go ahead and use the mend and get our 2 heal tokens. Get those up and running. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend a stamina and a banished knowledge to go ahead and give haste to Rook. Actually, I'll give it to Nightingale. She's kind of becoming a nice physical powerhouse at this point. And that's it for that. It goes to Cave Sickles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can go here. Actually, technically, you can go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and shoot at Remy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, still 2 orange dice. And I don't actually. Remy can still dodge. She can spend a stamina to dodge. She'll actually let it go through though. Actually, yeah, she'll let it go through. Alright, 10 is exactly a hit. It's going to do 1 damage from the shield, but she has 2 armor, so it does no damage. Cave Sickle 2 is also going to go ahead and move up and take a shot. Alright, 12 this time. 2, 3. Okay, so 3 damage in total. She has 2 armor, so she'll take 1. Alright. Then it goes to Cave Sickle 3. It's going to go ahead and move up and shoot across from here. She'll go ahead and dodge this one just in case. Nothing. 10's a hit, but it's going to do no damage, even with the shield. It goes to Eliphie. Eliphie will go ahead and move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get to that position. So SOI definitely covering everything. She's going to go ahead and do Gore Shot on. We'll do it on 1. So roll purple die, because Remy's casting die is purple. 6 plus 6 is 12. Roll this white, purple and white. That's 12, so resisted, and that is it for her. Oh, actually, I'll spend a stamina and take a damage to go ahead and give barrier to Rook. It's an exhaust ability, so she can only do it once per turn, so might as well get it up and running. Nightingale goes next. Nightingale is hasted, so even though she doesn't get any additional turn stamina because it's first turn, she does still get the status. So she'll go up to 4 now. We'll go ahead and flip the utility core. Shuffle, draw. Alright, so got a Bottled Blessing. There's only 1 card left in the consumable deck now. I also get a free re-equip, so I'm going to go ahead and equip the Fortune Cookie. So we have that up and running. And I'm going to go ahead and take a shot at the Animate. I'm going to have -1 to attack because of shooting through hindering, but she's also not moving, so it balances out. Alright, I'm going to fire and empower. See what we get. Almost got screwed there. We'll go ahead and re-roll the 2 from the white die. Alright, 4. I'm going to go ahead and use Kill the Messenger to make this an 8. And then that's 12 in total, +1, -1 because of not moving and shooting through hindering. So it's going to do 3 damage base to the Animate. So 3 damage base, 4 because of star, 10 because of the shields, and then exhaust for 14 in total, and he's going to have 1 armor because of SOI, or because of this. So 13 damage in total. Not a bad start. So we got that up and running. Since I do know we're... Oh, actually, what I should have done is down the masses. Let's go ahead and try out down the masses. So literally it costs the same as a normal attack. I still would have empowered the first attack on the animate, and then the second shot would have gone to a cave, would have gone to a... it'll go to this cave sickle because I won't actually get the -1 from it. So I'll actually get +1, but it won't be empowered. So roll. So 12. I'll do 4 damage. Did that cave sickle actually do damage? No, that one did not. So it'll only do 4. So 4 to the orange one. So just to clarify, instead of doing a normal shot, I do down the masses. So it essentially gets me that normal shot still and an extra one to shoot at another one. Alright, then it goes to Rook. Rook will go ahead and move up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get into melee. We'll go ahead and blast the animate with Courage Stifle. Alright, so 2 + 6 is 8. We'll roll these 2 dice. 7. Alright, I got it. So 10 damage because of barrier and his armor, so that's a kill to the animate. So animate's taken care of. And we get 5 gold. 4, 4, 3. Alright. So it's going to go to new round now. Alright, Remy goes first. 3 stamina. Refresh this. Refresh that. And we'll go ahead and get her moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll spend 2 to attack. I don't want to empower, so I'll just attack. I will attack the red one. Alright, 9 is a hit. It's going to do 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage. So 4 damage to red. Goes to Zeke next. Zeke will get 3 stamina. Let's go ahead and get him moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So good there. Also, I already used the core here. I think I'll go ahead and attack, and I'm going to attack the red one and see if I can finish it off. As much as I would like to go ahead and haste everyone, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. Alright, misses. I'll exhaust a hand axe to attack again. That's going to do exactly 2 damage. It 8 hits the 8 defense, and then I get 2 physical from the 2 shields. So that will kill a cave sickle. Alright, now it goes to cave sickles 2 and 3. 2 is in melee. It's going to attack the person with the most damage, which is Remy, I believe. Yep, Remy will go ahead and use a belt to dodge. Alright, well, nothing there. It's going to be a white and an orange because there's only one other cave sickle. And it misses. She did dodge, so she'll go ahead and spend that stamina to counter. 9 is a hit. It's going to do a total of 1 damage and then another 2 from shield, so 3 damage to it. Alright, and then the second one is going to melee Rook. Rook will go ahead and use defensive core to dodge. Alright, a bunch of nothing. Orange and white. 15. In fact, that's any max roll. Alright. So 5 damage, 6 damage, 7 damage, 8 damage in total. 8 damage against 5 armor means I take 3. And then he's going to get a follow-up attack because it's the overpower. I don't have any way of dodging this one, so it's just going to be a straight-up attack. Oh, well, 13, 3, 4, 5, 6 is going to do 1 damage because I have 5 armor. And this is probably the first time I've seen a cave cycle get all 3 of its attacks. 11's a hit, so it's going to do 1, 2 damage, 3 damage, no damage because of 5 armor. Since it did no damage, we'll go ahead and exhaust the medium shield to counter, and I'll use the Warhammer to empower it. Actually, I don't need to empower, I'll just attack. I needed to empower. If I had empowered it, I could have killed it. I hit, but I do no damage back to it. Alright. Goes to Nightingale. That was some nasty freaking cave sickles. It's always in these types of fights where the opponent always seems to roll maximum, which is very, very dangerous. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just do a down the masses. Let's see, purple cave sickle hasn't done damage, the orange one has. Also, everything's out of range, so I can't do the exhaust for Wilt. Alright, so I'll do down the masses, I'll target both of them. I'm not moving. And so I can do +1 attack on the orange one, so I'll do that one first. Alright, that's going to do at least 2 damage. It's going to do 3 in fact, so that'll be enough to finish that on off. And then this one up here, I'm not moving, but I'm shooting through hindering and allies, so it's going to be a -1. And I'll go ahead and use Kill the Messenger to turn that into an 8. So that's 11 in total, which is enough to kill that one as well, with just the base damage. Alright, draw a card. Alright, 5 gold. A little disappointing here. So that takes care of those. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and move these out of the way since I kind of know what's up ahead. Alright, and she can't move because she already fired, so it's going to go to Rook. 3 stamina. Yeah, taking that damage is going to be annoying, but we'll stick with it. So I'm going to go ahead and just move. The blue totem's right there, so essentially once we pass this threshold, it's gonna be party time. So we're just going to go up to here and call it good. We've already killed some stuff this round, so we don't need to worry about urgency, so might as well take the time we have. It's going to get Eliphie's turn. So 3. I'm going to spend 1 and take a damage to go ahead and put up barrier. Get everyone buffed up. I will put it on Remy. Alright, and then I'll move her. Three, 4, 5, 6. Put her there. New round. Alright, Rook goes first. Alright, we'll go ahead and do it then. So Rook will get 3 stamina. I'll spend 1 to move. 1, 2. That is still colliding, so it's going to be up here. 3. So I've done 3 movement. Definitely have line of sight of the blue totem. Let's go ahead and get this started. Blue totem. A huge lumbering figure sulks in front of an imposing set of double doors. Reveals small and large cards UM2 and spawn the Warden, Eternal Sentinel, on the space the totem occupied. The Warden is a 1/1 figure and uses 2 initiative cards. The Warden has a large keyring on its side. It looks like you'll need these keys to get through those doors. Instead of killing the Warden, you may try to steal the keys from it. Any adventurer adjacent to the Warden may spend 1 stamina to make an agility 12 check. If they fail, the Warden makes a attack against them. If they pass, read the section below. Alright, so... Alright, so I actually have to type it out. I used to autofill it. UM2. Alright, so this will be our first encounter against a boss that has 2 initiative cards, which means it acts twice per turn. Which can do some interesting things if you happen to have things like poison, because it'll trigger poison twice. Alright. But it also triggers other things like the fact that it heals too. So here we are. The Warden, he actually uses a green die, so we'll add a green die to this. Alright, Mutated Aberration. The Warden has immunity to Condemn, so you can't instant kill it. Well, you can instant kill it otherwise, but you can't instant kill it with Condemn. During the Warden's refresh phase, heal 2. Can the Warden move towards an opponent, move towards the nearest opponent, continue down? Is there an opponent adjacent? Make an attack, a melee attack. Then move up to 2 spaces further from the target. This movement does not provoke break attacks. Continue down. Is the opponent within reach 3? Make an attack against the nearest opponent within reach 3. Follow up, pull 3, force 10. Continue down. Did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn? In other words, did it get pulled towards him? If it does, attack that person. Is there an opponent with an SOI? Cast a spell 6 against all opponents with an SOI, inflict darkness. So this guy does AoE darkness, which we all know is horrible because darkness reduces defense and makes it so you can't dodge. He acts twice. He has reach. He has 100 health, 10 defense, 3 movement, 3 armor, and all of his attacks are always empowered. So yeah, this guy's a monster. So so I've moved 3 so far. I'm going to ignore the chest and go back to here and stand here. Alright, with all that said and done, yeah, we're done with that. So first Warden guard, it's going to go ahead and move towards the nearest opponent. It only has movement of 3, so it goes 1, 2, 3. Nothing in range, nothing with an SOI. Good to go. It's not wounded, so it doesn't heal. And then second, so that's the end of the first card. Second card triggers. Goes 1, 2, 3. There's no one adjacent, but there is someone within reach 3, and that's Rook. So Rook will go ahead and dodge the upcoming attack. 3, okay. Respectable. Here's the attack. 11, so it misses. Did an opponent fail a conviction check this turn? No, so it doesn't do any extra attacks. And then is there an opponent with an SOI? Yes. So it's going to go ahead and do darkness. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's going to do it to Zeke is blocked by the pillar. Everyone else is going to get hit with a darkness. So I'll go ahead and roll white and purple for Rook. Separate these. Alright, no matter what, he's going to get darknessed. Because the minimum is 7, or 8 actually. Remy gets 2 white dice. Don't mind that. 9, so it's possible it's a slim chance that she can resist. And then Eliphie, I'm just going to roll Zeke's dice just so we have them separate. Okay, she's going to be darknessed, period. Okay, darknessed, and then let's go ahead and roll the casting die just for Remy. 6 plus 6 is 12, darknessed. Alright, so yeah, pretty brutal there. Now the good news is since he's within SOI, that means he's within Eliphie's SOI. So right now his armor is only 1 instead of 3. Speaking of Eliphie, it's now Eliphie's turn. Eliphie is going to go ahead and spend... she's going to spend 2. And... Actually, sorry, only... yeah, she'll take 2 magic damage She gets her stamina. Spend 1 stamina to go ahead and remove the darkness from Rook. That'll be cleansed for now. Alright, and then she's going to go ahead and move to here. She's going to go ahead and loot the chest. Green. 1 random relic, but we have all the relics, so it doesn't matter. So a little bit of waste. And then I'm going to go ahead and do Gore Shot. So technically I've exhausted a few things here. Actually, before I do Gore Shot, I'll take another damage to go ahead and a stamina and put up a barrier. I'll put the barrier up on Zeke next. Alright, and then I'll go ahead and do Gore Shot. So go ahead and roll the purple. 5 plus 6 is 11. Here's hoping. So conviction. Nope, 13 resisted. Alright, so that takes care of that. And that's it for her turn. I've kind of exhausted all of her options. I can give somebody a... no, I don't have this. I don't even have the stamina for that. Okay. So yeah, we're good to go. Goes to Zeke next. Zeke is going to get 3 stamina. He's going to go ahead and spend 1 to go ahead and give haste to Rook. Like a hero. And then he's going to spend 1 to move. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going here for now. And we're going to go ahead and start throwing. We're going to throw a hand axe. Hand axe. Do I want to do all that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and throw. We'll go ahead and do this throwing for now. It's either that or save it, but I'm really concerned about getting killed immediately. So, speaking of getting killed immediately, let's go ahead and use that heal token to go ahead and heal Eliphie to full. Rook should be okay. Now, I do really want to blast this guy with every throwing item I have, but I think I'm going to have to wait. Because there's no way I'm going to do 100 damage on a single round. You know what? We'll just go all in. So 2 hand axes. And we have 3 consumables equipped at the moment. So let's go ahead and do the hand axes first. Each of these will be reduced by 1, so that's 10 damage in total. Alright, these 2 throwing knives. Alright, only 2 damage there. Then 1 more. Alright, for another 4. The reason why I wanted to hold off is because he does regenerate. But we're going to go ahead and just grab all that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a re-equip action. And I'll throw that last throwing knife. I'll hold on to the planks for now. Alright, just 2 damage. Could have done a lot more, but unfortunately that is it for that. Alright. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale is hasted, so she's going to go up to max. All this gets refreshed. Alright. I definitely don't think I have, nope, not quite. Alright, so let's go ahead and move her. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As long as I have line of sight, I do. Alright, and the warden hasn't done any damage, so I don't get the extra damage. I've moved, so no extra attack. We're going to go ahead and pop our 2 stamina to attack and 1 stamina to go ahead and empower it. And we'll take the shot. 2 and 3. I'm going to re-roll the 3 and see what we get. I did even worse. So if I maximize this, I would get... Alright, so I have to maximize this so I can get 5 shields. But this thing has 10 defense, so yeah, there's no way to actually hit this thing, is there? Yeah, there's not really any way for me to hit this thing, so you know what? We'll call that good. We'll go ahead and use the fight drive, and then my last stamina to go ahead and empower that attack. Take the shot. And I missed completely. That is impressive. I could use the fortune cookie, but I'm not going to. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, I should have just went for the bear of just. I should have went for the first shot and just done a little bit of damage. But it is what it is. Then it goes to Remy. Remy has barrier, but nothing else. All right, so let's go ahead and she's within SOI already, so I'm gonna go ahead and use her animism flip to throw, and then throw these throwing knives. So 2 purple dice. All right, 9 minus 2 is gonna be 7, so 7 damage. So we've done a quarter of its health so far. We'll spend 1 to move. One, 2, 3, 4. We'll just go here for right now. We'll go here actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The reason why I'm moving here is because he could attack. It says to move towards the nearest opponent, but the attack is open to. Actually, is there an opponent adjacent? Make an attack. It's not reached to, so yeah, actually it's safe here. Alright, and that's the end of the round. We threw everything we had at it, and it's still coming. But it's now at the bottom of the initiative track, so that's good. Alright, get my initiative. Let's go ahead and move up. Okay, Eliphie is still within SOI, so we're good on that front. Alright, so I'm going to spend 3 to go ahead and attack and empower. That's unfortunately a miss. Stupid dice. Alright, fight drive and empower it. Alright, this is a hit, so 10 versus 10 is a hit. Every shield is going to do 1, and then I'll of course exhaust this to do every book does 1. So 10 versus 10 defense is going to be 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 damage, minus 1 because of armor, so 7 damage, so 32. Alright. Also, I could have re-rolled one of those. I could have re-rolled the 2, but I didn't because I was dumb. But that's alright. And then that's it for her. Can't really do anything with Eliphie just yet. I mean, actually I could. I could just try attacking with her. It's a little risky though. Yeah, actually that's what I'll do. Before I end Remy's turn, I'm gonna go ahead and pop a summon token and use an ability or make an action for free. Her action is gonna be move, and then her second token will be used to attack, and she'll be able to do that for free. So it's just gonna be 2 white dice. We'll see what we get. Alright, minimum, so it misses. That's alright. Now it goes to Nightingale's turn. Fortunately, Nightingale will be shooting through an ally, so it's going to be -1 attack, but she is also not moving, so we got that going for us. I'm going to go ahead and spin 3, so I can attack and empower. Alright, I'll re-roll the 3, I guess. And get exactly the same. Alright, so I missed. This is not the time for you to be choking, Nightingale. Alright, goes to Eliphie. Eliphie will get her stamina back. And then she's going to go ahead and, as much as I would love to attack twice, I'm going to go ahead and put up more barriers. So spend 1 to go ahead and get barrier up. Well, she'll spend 1 and take 2 damage to remove darkness from Remy. And then she'll spend 1 and take a damage to give barrier to herself. And then she'll spend the last 2 stamina to go ahead and attack. Alright, 12 is a hit. It's going to do 2 damage base. And every book is 1 magic damage, and every star is 2 magic damage. So 1, 2, 4, and I did 2. So 2 damage base, 3, 4, 5, 6, -1 from armor, so 5 damage. It still reduces some of the damage because 2 of the damage was physical, so the armor does apply. Alright, and then it goes to Zeke. Zeke will go ahead and get 3 stamina. Now something I'm wondering about. Yeah, don't want that. Yeah, so I'm concerned about the pull. If you fight this guy in this area, you're asking him to be just pulled into a pit and die immediately. So I'm kind of just seeing what my options are here, and there's not really any good ones. I'm going to go ahead and spin 2. Is there anyone not hasted? Actually, I'll spend 1 and haste Remy here. And then I'm not going to use any magic bombs yet. I don't think I need to yet. I'll spend 1 to 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move here. Alright. And that's it. It's going to go Warden's turn. Warden's going to heal 2. He's already next to nearest opponent. Well, actually, he will technically move 2, so he'll do that. Actually, no, he won't, because that will provoke. So he's adjacent. That's kind of weird. Let me check that. Page 60 for towards. Because honestly, it would actually be kind of my benefit if it works. I mean, alright. We'll only move into spaces that are closer to the destination. Let's see. Then the combatant will only move into spaces that are closer to the destination listed in its AI. It is technically closer. But actually you measure distance with diagonals, so I guess you don't move. Unless there's something about distance I can check. That would be 44 diagonal. Nope, doesn't tell me. Alright. I'll be right back and see if I can get a quick answer. Alright. It's rather late, so I'm not getting an answer immediately. So, one thing that I guess I'm thinking of is if there were a pull to happen right now, I would actually get pulled in a direction still, even though I'm next to the person. So I'm thinking I'm still going to take a step forward. That's going to be my logic for it. If it's wrong, I'll be sure to clarify it. Now what this will do is we'll provoke break attacks from Eliphie and Remy here. So I'll do Eliphie first. It's a miss. Remy next. Alright, 11's a hit. It's going to do 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage. So it's going to do 3 damage because of the armor. So 38. And then it's going to make an attack. And it's going to be against Remy because Remy has the highest initiative. That's why I removed her darkness. I will go ahead and use too many belts to dodge. Alright, so 3. So I'm at 13 defense. And he's going to roll this. 12. It misses. Barely. Alright, and then after it attacks, it's going to move 2 spaces away from the target, which will be this way. And it won't provoke. And then is there anyone within range 3? Yes. It's actually Remy, because the way the pillars are shaped. So Remy will go ahead and dodge again with a defensive core. And this one will do a pull if it succeeds, if I also don't resist it. Alright, so nothing there. Let's see what we get. Automatically misses because of the skull. Alright, so it misses. No one failed a conviction check, so that's it for that. And then opponents within SOI. No. So, funny thing, Pillar blocks this, and Eliphie blocks that. So, no, yes, yes. So, we'll go ahead and have Rook roll first. 9 is a possible, and then Remy will roll the other. She will get darkness no matter what. So we'll reapply that, and then we'll roll for... Alright, that's 12, so that's darkness for him as well. Okay. Goes to Rook's turn. Rook is going to stay in place. And let me be right back. Sorry about that. Alright, so Rook is going to get his stamina, and then he's going to go ahead and start blasting. I'm going to go ahead and empower and cast. So white die and black dice, books will add 1. Oh, I saw that skull. Alright, so 6, I have 4 books on the empower die, so that brings up to 10, and then the power of the spell is 6. So it's going to be 16. Which I don't think he can... Yeah, he has no way of passing it, actually. Actually, if he rolled 2 8s, he would have passed. So good thing I empowered it. And then the reason I powered it... I used the Warhammer to empower, by the way, so that's why I was able to do it. I have 5 armor because of the barrier, so it's going to do 10 damage. Bring him to 48. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend also the core to reset. And then I'm going to go ahead and cast and empower again. Alright, 4 plus 4 is 8. And then plus 6 is 14. Alright, fails again and takes another 10, bringing him to 58. Alright, now it's going to hit the Warden's turn again. He's going to heal 2. He's going to move closer. Break attacks have already happened, so I can actually just do that again. And Remy has no way of dodging because she's used all of them and she's darknessed. So she has 9 defense now, and this is going to hurt a lot. Misses because of skull. Alright. Then he's going to back away 2. And attack Remy again. Alright, 15 as a hit, so it's going to do 6 damage. It's going to do a lot of damage, I think. So 15, I have 9 defense, so 6 damage, 7 damage, 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage, 12 damage. It would do a total of 10 damage because of armor. I'm going to go ahead and pop Curris to take no damage from that. I still need to roll a conviction check against force 10 to avoid being pulled. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt that. Failed. But I'm going to go ahead and pop a Enchanted Piercing. I'll reroll this, and there you go, I passed. Alright, did the opponent fail a conviction check? No. Is there an opponent with an SOI? Yes, blah blah blah. Everyone that could be darknessed is darknessed already, so I'm not going to roll. And that's the end of the round. Now for the danger part. Okay. I've had situations where he goes last and then he goes first, and it's just like 4 turns of death. Alright, Rook will get 4 and all of this. So we'll go ahead and spin 2 and we'll go ahead and empower it. Good luck. Alright, 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 6 is 17. I don't think he can actually pass it. So 11 failed, takes 10 damage, bringing him to 66. And then I don't have combo range, so I can't do anything with this, unfortunately. So it's just going to be a regular roll. We'll see what we get. 2 plus 6 is 8. Good luck. Alright, so resist it. No surprise there. That's fine. Goes to Nightingale. Nightingale will get 3 from her turn and 1 stamina from haste, so she's up to 5 now. She'll go ahead and spend 3 to go ahead and do her attack with Empower. I am going to be -1 to attack. Actually, no, because I'm not in range. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we'll shoot through hindering terrain. We'll be at -1. I had to move, so I'll have to do this. Alright, so here goes nothing. Still, I'm going to power all that usual stuff. Okay, so I am hitting right now. Barely. But I want to do damage, so we're going to go ahead and roll, get this quiver going. Actually, he's right now out of range of she's not an SOI of Eliphie right now, so it's actually 3 armor, not 1. So good thing to note. I'm gonna go ahead and reroll the 4 and see what I get. 7. Okay, so 14 minus 1 is 13. I hit 3 damage. Unfortunately, did not have enough shields. 4 damage from stars, and then I'll exhaust both of these. So it was 14, 13, 3, 4, 8. So we'll do 5 damage, bring him to 71. It would have done another 2 if Eliphie was in SOI, but that didn't happen. Alright. Goes to Remy's turn. Remy's kind of in trouble, so I'm going to go ahead and pull her back. Yeah, because right now she can't dodge because she's darknessed, and it's about to hit that guy. It's going to be the warden's turn in a second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just put her back here. Alright, and it's going to go Warden's turn. Warden's going to heal too, putting it at the 69. It's going to go ahead and move up. Eliphie hasn't had a turn yet, so no new break attacks. And going to attack Eliphie, because Eliphie is highest on initiative and within melee range. Eliphie can't dodge because she is darknessed, so she has 9 defense. Good luck, Eliphie. Don't die. I told you not to die. Alright, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. Barrier will reduce it by 1, so 8 damage. Bring her to 11. Then she's going to back away. So you can back away this way, but you wouldn't actually have any targets. But if he backs away this way, he does have targets now. Alright, is there an opponent within reach 3? Yes, there's lots of them, actually. So, actually, Rook is highest on initiative, so it's going to go after Rook. Rook can't dodge because he is Darknessed, so it's just going to be a straight-up roll. Okay, that's going to hit for a lot. So that's 16, so 7, because I had 9 defense. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 damage against my 5 armor. I'm just going to go ahead. So 16 would be 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm just going to negate it all with the Curse. I still need to make a Force 10 check, so I will. So it'll be purple and white. Good luck. Nope. Alright, so he's going to get Force pull 3. He has heavy, so that reduces the pull by 1. And pull, so the way diagonal pulls work is I would have to pick the orthogonal directions that would be the most detrimental. So I'm going to yank him towards Nightingale. And any pull movement that's not used will do damage, I believe is the case. But let me check that real quick. Push and pull is 42. Okay, pull doesn't actually do irreducible damage, I don't think. It doesn't look like it does. Kind of wish they did some pull examples, but that's okay. So in that case, the most detrimental is actually to push him there, out of the hindering terrain. Oh, actually, hindering terrain would have been -1. I forgot about that, but it wouldn't have made it much of a difference. And then did the opponent fail a conviction check this turn? Yes. But it's he doesn't have. I mean, he failed a conviction check. I guess he technically still has reach 3. I'll just assume he has reach 3 still, and just make the attack and see what happens. I'm confused. Like, it's a weird situation because it was it's a weird situation because usually when you get pulled adjacent, but since Rook is heavy, it didn't happen. The attack missed, and unfortunately the heavy actually ensured that I didn't get within range anyway, so I couldn't counter. So kind of got that going for us. Alright, so Zeke and Nightingale need to make checks now. So Zeke, let's go ahead and roll your 2 whites. Alright, no matter what, he's going to get Darknessed, because the minimum's 8. Because the lowest they can get is 2 on the die, and then they get +6. So we'll go ahead and get Darkness on you, and then we'll roll for Nightingale here. Uh, 7. Well, the lowest they can get is 8, so no way to actually fail it. Yeah, there it is. So everyone's Darkness at the moment. It happens. Alright, and then it goes to Eliphie. Eliphie's in a lot of pain right now. Quite a bit of pain, in fact. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'll spend 1 and take 2 damage to go ahead and remove Darkness off of Rook. So he might have a chance of defending himself. Then I'm going to go ahead and do a Gore Shot. 8. Good luck. 12, so you resist it. And then I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to go up here to hang out. And then I will spend 1. I'll spend 1 more and take a damage to Barrier Nightingale. Alright, and then it goes to Zeke's turn. I'll go up to 3. Alright, so what I want to do with you... Well, one thing I want to definitely do with you is I'm going to pop 2 heal tokens and heal Eliphie for 12. How's everyone else looking? Not bad. Okay. And then I'll spend 1 to move. 1. How do I want to do this? One. Because whatever's going to happen is the warden is going to attack. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and... I think I had 5 stamina to begin with. Let me check real quick. Okay, yeah, he had 5 stamina, so we can spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3. So one person, I mean, it was just a random person said probably not. So I'm just going to take back the 3 damage I did. And we'll just call that even, and we'll go the route of the against the player. Anyway, I'm now here. Let's go ahead and attack. I will go ahead and I can't dodge, so it doesn't really matter on that front. So I'll go ahead and just attack and empower. It's a miss, unfortunately, so I'll go ahead and use a hand axe to attack again, and I'll empower it again using a stamina. Alright, 11's a hit. It has 10 defense, so it's going to be 1. And every pair of shields is 2 extra damage, so a total of 5. It only has 1 armor now, so it's going to do 4, so it's going to be at 70. And then I'm going to pop both planks. Hit him for another 9. Putting him at 79. And then I'm going to pray, I guess. Alright, does anyone have any throwing knives still? I think I used every single one that's available. Yeah, all I got left is bottle blessings, which those can actually help, because you can use those outside your turn. Alright, warden turn, he's going to heal 2. So he's 77 out of 100 right now. Alright, so going based off that call, I'm adjacent, so I'm not going to move any closer. And then it's going to make an attack against the opponent that's adjacent. That's going to be Zeke here. I can't dodge because I am out of stamina and I'm darkness. So 9 defense. Alright, so 16, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 damage if I let it go through. I'll just pop my chipped chitin. Oh, sorry, it's a flip. Flip the chipped chitin, so I take no physical damage. And then he's going to move away too. 1, 2. Is there somebody within range 3? Yes. It's actually going to go after Nightingale, because Nightingale's further up on the initiative, which is a little dangerous for her, because she doesn't actually have any fancy defenses. So let's see what happens. Hits because of the dark, well, hits period, so darkness, it's going to be 1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage. I have barrier, so it's going to do 5 instead. And then I have to make a resist pull. That is a fail unless I use a white die. It's force 10. I didn't really want to, I was going to use this for like an attack or something, but I'm going to go ahead and flip the fortune cookie and add a white die. So we'll just roll this. It doesn't matter what I get, the minimum's 2, so it's going to be a 10 exactly, so I resist the force pull. And that'll keep her from dying immediately. And then it would start playing darkness on everyone. Everyone's darkness at this point, so it doesn't matter. And that is it for the round. New round. Okay, Nightingale goes last, unfortunately, but Zeke goes. Alright, so Zeke is running out of options as far as his attack methods. Also, I forgot he had barrier up. Oh, actually, Rook didn't have darkness up, so let's go ahead and roll his thing. Minimum is 2, so yeah, he's darknessed again. Alright. Well, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and use the backpack and the magic balm. Yeah, we'll use the magic balm to go ahead and remove the darkness off of Rook. Definitely using all the items I have available. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and spin 2 and haste himself. The reason why I'm not going to bother pursuing is because he's outside Eliphie's range right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just use that last point to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then it goes to Eliphie. We'll go ahead and have Eliphie get her stuff back. Then we'll have her move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go like that, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'll give me more coverage. Alright. I'm going to start with the blood gore shot. Fortunately, I don't have a good casting die on her. 7 plus 6 will be 13 though, so here's hoping. And 14, so he resists it. Alright, then she'll go ahead and I think that's going to be it. She can try to remove darkness off herself, but I think I'm going to wait. Yeah, I think I'll wait. Alright, it's going to go to Rook's turn. He is hasted, so I'm going to go ahead and move up to here. And I'm going to go ahead and cast and empower. Alright, 7 in total, so it'll be 13. Alright, fails it. He'll take another 10, putting him at 87. Yeah, if Nightingale could just hit some shots that actually have the +6, I could possibly do something. But it's been all Rook. It's been mostly Rook. I mean, I think he's pumped like 50. I think he's done at least half the damage just from pure courage stifles. All right, let's go ahead and it goes to Warden's turn. He's going to heal 2, putting him at 85 out of 100. He's going to move closest, but Rook is next to him, so he's not going to move. He's going to go ahead and make an attack. I can go ahead and dodge, so I'm going to go ahead and use a defensive core to dodge. Failed, not surprised. 15. Alright, so what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and pop my Fate Engine and get rid of all the symbols on the green die. So it's going to be 15, so 5 base, 6, 7, and then I have 5 armor, so it's going to only do 2 damage. If I had let the other things get up, it would have done another 4. Alright, then he's going to move away too. It just says move up to 2 spaces further. I don't know if it actually... technically, I guess it would just be here, because... or there, I guess. Yeah, it'll do that. Move 2 spaces, up to 2 spaces further from the target. So yeah, that would technically move farther from the target, and it's still the same distance. Alright, and then it's going to attack Eliphie, because Eliphie is within range, and further up the initiative, and is darkness, so let's see what happens with that. 9 exactly, which is a hit, and then the shields are going to bring it up to 5 damage, so it's going to do 4 to her. And then she has to resist the pull, which she doesn't, so she's going to get yanked forward. Then he's going to attack again. 11, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so another 5 damage because of the armor. Putting her at 11 out of 20. I'm glad I have lots of hit points on Remy. And then technically, so Rook will have to still resist. As you can see, my rolls for conviction is just abysmal, but now it's slightly better. But it doesn't matter because he still got 12. So magic is just awful. Like people, I think someone replied like, "Oh, you get better at conviction dice." It's like it doesn't matter if the person rolls, when the base force is 6 and you do a minimum of 8. The odds are just that much against you when magic comes into play. So he gets darkness again, not surprised. And that's it for him. And now goes to Remy. Remy is further away from the initiative, so I can go ahead and just safely move her and go for gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or I can go 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I could go for a flank like this. And I would have to fly though. But if I do that, I can at least. No, I don't want to do that. All right, yeah, we'll stick with this. Yeah, what we'll do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 like this. Yeah, and jump check with Zeke there. There should be no chance of failure, but I'll roll it anyway. Yeah, good to go. All right, so that would have been just that movement. Or I was hasted, so it'd be there. And then I'll spend it all just to attack and empower. I honestly don't remember what her stamina was, but I'm not going to worry about it now. She can't dodge anyway. Alright, so 12. So 2 damage, 3 damage, 4 damage, 5 damage, 6 damage, 10 damage. Tap that for another 2. So 12 damage in total for 11, burning him at 96. That is a hit right there. Unfortunately, I don't have any way of following it up. But yeah, 12, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Yep, 12 damage, so it would have done 11 because of the 1 armor. So good to go on that. He's still going to heal too. So he's at 94. He's going to attack the close. He's going to attack adjacent. It's going to be Eliphie. Not much we can do about it. Eliphie's just going to have to soak it. Or die. That looks to be a death right there. 16, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 17, 16 damage in total. Yeah, even if I threw all my healing items, that would just explode her. So bye-bye Eliphie. So armor's back up to 3, unfortunately. Not much we can do about it. By the way, there's still one more totem on this map. We're still going. Alright, still we'll have to move away. Doesn't really have any place to move away from. It'll just move here, I guess, because that's away. And then attack a Rook, because Rook is within 3 reach, and he's further up the initiative. So Rook can't dodge because he's darkness, so it's just going to be a straight up attack. So 12, so 3, 4, 5, 9 damage in total, so it's going to do 4 because he has 5 armor. That damage is adding up now. Resist the force pull? Of course not. I could re-roll any dice I've rolled and try to hope I get better, but I would need to roll a 6. But if I get attacked again, it will probably... he might be able to take it. Famous last words. Alright, so yeah, he's going to get pulled too. So he goes here. And then he attacks again. Oh, wow. Okay, well that's 15. So 6, 10, 14. It does 9 damage. That's going to take him down. But, well, it would take him down. But I do have a Bottle Blessing. Alright, so let's do the total again. I have 9 defense right now because... Actually, sorry, I'm in hindering terrain, so it actually does 1 less. So I'm 9 defense. He rolled a 14 because of the hindering terrain. So it's going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13. Minus 5 is 8. It would do exactly enough to kill him, but I could pop a Bottle Blessing at any time. So I'll heal 3. So it's going to put him at 15 wounds in total. So he's not dead yet. He wish he was, but he's not dead yet. And then at this point he would apply a bunch of darknesses, but everyone's darknessed anyway. I don't know if you can revive Eliphie with From the Grave. I've never actually used From the Grave yet, so I don't actually know the answer. In any case, it is now Nightingale's turn. Unfortunately, the Warden is too far away. Also, I could have probably popped Bear of Justice at some point. I probably should have. Yeah, I think I could have at some point. But I forgot. And Wilt would have been a game changer. Alright, so 4 haste. Let's go ahead and just take the shot and see what we can get happening here. So spend 3, we'll empower it. I'm going to shoot in place. This guy has done damage, so he's going to take an additional 2 period. I have +1 attack. He's in hindering, so it's going to even out. Okay. So no fancy things there, but so that's 14. +1, -1, so still 14. It's going to do base 4 damage, 5 damage from this, 7 damage because of it's dealt damage to somebody since her last turn. And then 9, 11, and then 3 armor would do 8 damage, which would be enough to kill it. And that's the death of the Warden. Alright. When the Warden is defeated, read the following text, so I will. The creature wails in fury as it dies. Instead of gaining a combatant loot card, reveal medium hidden card UM3 and gain the Maw of the Warden. If the Warden died from dangerous terrain and the players do not have the key, read A, otherwise read B. I didn't... So you take the key ring from the creature remains, discard the blue objective token, place the blue exit token on the space the blue objective token occupied, mark the story flag bouncer bounced on the adventure sheet. Alright, so bouncer bounce has been noted. We need to get UM3 going. Alright, Maw of the Warden is a shield. It's an exotic item. Supposedly you can actually apply... I think it's going to be clarified that you can actually put upgrades on boss items, but I'm not entirely certain. In any case, it has a teal dice for its attack die, has +1 armor, has a passive of just spending 1 stamina to counter, period, so you don't have to actually dodge. And then you can exhaust or roll a black die and deal an adjacent opponent physical damage equal to the number of shields rolled. So it can do anywhere from 0 to 4 physical damage to somebody nearby. This will go in her inventory. More importantly, this can go to Rook, and Rook can use this shield as his casting die. So he'll be going from a white die to a teal die, which will be an upgrade. Alright, didn't ever reroll, so that quiver's not used. Bye-bye Warden. We get to replace the blue objective with the blue exit. Bye-bye, Warden. Don't need to worry about you anymore. And that is end of round. I'm not going to move or anything, so yeah, end of round. Reset. Alright, so it goes Remy first. Remy will get 4. We'll go ahead and spend 1 to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So use all that. That'll be it for her round. We still have a red totem to deal with, so we got that to deal. Goes to Zeke next. Zeke has no items left. Oh, actually, keep those on there. Alright, you'll go ahead and spend 3 and get moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Spend 2 actually. Alright, goes to Nightingale. Nightingale will go ahead and just get moving. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's going to go to Rook. He's going to spend 1. He's also going to spend 1 to do a re-equip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So re-equip. Going to go ahead and take that shield and equip it. So now he has a teal die for that. Alright. And then that's the end of the round. It is going to give me an urgency token. Alright, goes to Remy. Spend 1 to move. So we can hit the exit anytime, but we're going to go ahead and trigger this. So red totem. To the south, an Earth Loa forms near a pile of loot. Spawn an Earth Loa on the space this totem occupied, then place a random loot token on the normal terrain space on the west side of the Earth Loa. So, not out of the woods yet. Almost, but not quite. Yeah, imagine how... So I think like the very first time I actually encountered this thing, one, I messed up and I only used 1 initiative card, but the other thing was I got pulled into the range of the totem, and so the Earth Loa started moving on up, and luckily he never got in range to actually apply barrier to it, but that would have been not pleasant. Intelligent AI cards. So yeah, I'm not sure if you can resurrect an esper. And I don't really want to check right now because it's the middle of the night. Well, way past my bedtime to say the least. Alright, Earthlow is going to go. I need to get a figure for him. Earthloa. So, I do want to kill that Earthloa so I can get the loot. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it for him. Yep. Because, yeah, there's no one within range. Alright, goes to Rook. I haven't healed Rook. I really should heal Rook. Spend 1 to move. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. That puts me in range to cast, so that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and just cast without... if I get backlashed from rolling a skull, I would die, so I'm not going to empower it. We're just going to roll straight teal die. 8 plus 6 is 14 against his 2 white dice. Okay, he takes 10. And then I'll use the last 2 stamina to go ahead and cast again. Teal die, because I have them all with Warden now. 8 plus 6 is 14. Pretty much he had to roll 2 7s to actually have a chance, and that kills the Earthloa. Boom. Rook is a monster. So 9, 4, 5, 7. Alright, and that takes care of that. Goes to Zeke. Alright, we'll go jumping. 1, 2. I'm not gonna, might as well roll it. Rook is helping. Yeah, fine. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that was 6, 8, 10, 12. Loot. Yellow. Pile of treasure, 20 gold. Okay, so that puts us at 477. All right. I think the reason why do I have? I guess because I didn't buy a 4th accessory. It's probably why I have so much money. All right. And then it goes to Nightingale, and Nightingale can easily get to the exit. So, with all that, we get 1 experience and restore all adventurers, which usually means we got to the end. So, +1 experience here, and then +1 to all these things here. Definitely have enough to get a level 1 or a level 2 skill if we need it. Alright. And with all that, I will clean up later. I'm going to go get some sleep. Sorry this took so long, but the warden is definitely no joke. I'm very happy that we were able to take him out. Really, as long as we were persistent and Rook didn't die, which he came close. That's why I wanted to keep things like bottle blessings and stuff to be the only things in here, because any of the other healing items would have just been a waste because you can't use them outside your turn. Alright, anyway, I am the Depressed Hero. This was Middara. See you guys later.